Exciting news. Look what's just arrived in the mail. These are the lenses for our hatches. And you can see we've just installed one up here and also these guys here. So really happy with how they look, and nice and watertight. They look beautiful, should be really easy to clean. Happy days, let's get into it. Yeah, so this is really exciting. Now we're starting to see some visual progress. We've been waiting for these lenses for inside of those hatch lids for ages. So now that they've arrived, Shane can cut out that bit of fiberglass that's in the circle there, just with the jigsaw, and then sand it, also sand the rim there so that the glue's got something to adhere to. And in the meantime, Harry is also working on the step there. He's just removed all the old timber from that section of the galley, and he's chipping away at the bog and just getting that surface ready so I can prep it. I am working on Aiden's doorway, so you would have seen us doing all of the reinforcing of that bulkhead. We've edge capped it now, and then I can come in at this stage now and put the bog on and prep that ready for paint. Well, really good to be able to get to this stage where we're starting to see some visual progress. A lot of it's been behind the scenes work, so it's good to actually see it all coming together. And also you can see Shane's there sanding the outside of the hatch lid. He needs to put some non-skid on the outside for safety, obviously. We don't want a shiny, slippery hatch on the outside. So we're going to put paint and non-skid particles on that. Okay, so do you just want to tell me what you're up to today?
I am just making the drain for this hatch rim that I put in the other day. And that's why I'm putting the hatch rim in.
It's been raining.
It's been raining. I tried to keep some water out. So without the drains, it is quite obvious that these hatches will leak, especially without the seal in there. All of the other hatches, of course, they haven't leaked because they got drains.
Ta-da!
Look at that, swimming pool in there. So yeah, so today I am fitting. This is the highly technical gutter that I've just trimmed to shape. So it's a 3D printed piece of plastic, and it goes right like this. I'm going to do a little bit more sanding of the glass because the glass is still just a little bit lumpy-ish. But yeah, goes in there, I'll glue it in, and then so my next step is to actually mark out where this sits. Then I drill the hole from the inside here as the sort of minimum to gauge where the hole is, and then from the outside then I can ream it out to the shape and size of the actual finished tube. But the main one is that I'll put this in place, mark it out, drill from the inside so I know exactly where it's going, glue it in, and then come back, clean it up.
Okay.
Nice little swimming pool out there.
Little swimming pool.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Yeah. just enough to come in over the lip. It's not quite enough camber in our, or angle in our deck to have it spill over the edge before spilling over the lip first.
All right.
But
of course, without seals.
We're only putting one drain in this one too, though, aren't we?
Yeah, so these aft hatches, so the forward hatches have 2 drains outboard. This one only has 1 drain outboard, and that's pretty simple because the hatch back here, one is a fraction smaller, that's a huge amount, but 2, its position or its locale in the boat is crucial in that this will never see a full bit of green water come over it. If this has a big full bit of green water come over it, the fact that it's only got one drain and not two drains is the least of our worries. So the water that this experiences is just rainwater, and so it's pretty low amounts of water. It never sees big wave splashes, so its requirements are totally different. Also, because of the shear line in this boat, this is at the back end, that it slopes downwards, that the water always drains into this corner, and it was highlighted by the rain that we've had, that all the pooling and puddling
is in that back
is
corner.
in this back corner, so it was all confirmed that that's the way it goes. But yeah, so this one's only getting one drain.
Okay, so a little bit of sanding, mark out where the drain's going to go,
Yeah.
drill a hole, glue it in place, and then you've got a fiberglass over it.
Yeah, so this one, it's not going to be symmetrical to the other side. Lesson learned from last time is that I kept this divot here. Once I glue the gutter into place, I'm going to glue a piece of foam in here and flush this bit of the...
You want to actually do the whole thing, aren't you?
No, just this.
I thought you were going to do this bit as well.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, just this output edge. Yeah, because it's a bit of a pain to fill and fair in there, especially with the gutter thing there, versus it being flat. So you might be able to see from port to starboard if you buy the boat.
If you buy the boat, you're selling it already, Shane. We're to that point. That's completely opposite to...
never let me.
No, you'd never be allowed to sell it. Once he's finished with his threats of selling Pikea, it's time to get his sanding mojo on. So he's using his favorite tool, which is the 50mm sanding disc on his Makita drill, which is great for getting into small little spaces, so we use it a lot. And then of course the Orbi and some hand sanding as well. Just as he said, to get the surfaces all prepped, ready to put that drain in. You can see that he's using his drill again to put those pilot holes in so he can line up the drain correctly. And then once he's happy with that, we can just glue that 3D printed drain into place. And the bathroom heater is just to kick off the curing process, get it happening a bit more quicker since it's a bit cold at the moment. And then you can just use little scraps of foam from other projects. We're just going to find the best pieces that will fit in that gap, shape them, and get them ready to glue into place so that we haven't got that difficult little space to sand and bog and fair and paint. And then once all the foam's glued in place, we can put a layer of fiberglass over that, and then fairing compound over that, and then it's all ready for some primer. Right, so we're looking at the first application of lens to hatch.
So if it finally got some acrylic lenses cut out and delivered, which is really nice. So now it's the process of gluing the lens into the hatch, and that involves
Peeling off the back.
spaces and a lot of glue.
Are you going to just use the glue on the back of here, or do you think you need...
Oh, no, this is just the spacer.
Oh, so this is not going to be permanent?
Yes, it is. So this creates the nice finished internal edge. and a spacer all in the same hit. And because I don't need a ridiculous amount of glue area, because this is going to be all filled with glue.
Yep, I'm following,
Yeah,
I think.
so there's a lot of glue and a glue area as well as around the edge, and this allows for a lot of expansion and contraction. Not that there will be much on this particular piece because the lens is pretty small, but I am dealing with the fact that my lens is 8mm thick and my trough is 15mm thick, so I do have to space things out a little bit, which means I've got lots and lots of glue thickness there, which is nice because that allows for a lot of flexibility in the glue joint. So as far as the glue joint is concerned, it will be very durable through a very large temperature range.
Are you using the same glue that we used to put the windows in with?
Correct, we are. So we are not using a urethane, or as most people call it, a Sika. Though Sika do make a modified MS sealant. Sika do make an MS sealant. They don't just make urethanes. They also make, Sika also make silicons. So to say that you're Sikaing something in is a bit silly, because they make many different products. Anyway, so we will be using an MS sealant to glue this in, not a urethane sealant. Now the good thing about using an MS sealant or adhesive means that we don't need primers and super special preparation techniques like when you're using urethanes from Sika and other companies.
Okay, phase 1 complete. And you put non-skid on the top of this.
Absolutely.
Otherwise it would be super slippery, so we've just painted the non-skid with non-skid particles. Ooh-hoo-hoo.
So that will go in there like that. Will need to be compressed
a bit
down
squished
a bit.
down. Can you squish it down?
That is a question.
Might be clamps and...
Yeah, it'll squish down.
It will. That would be disappointing if that was not the case.
Yeah, well, I do have a 2mm foam on there because I couldn't get 8mm foam. I've got a 6 and a 2. An absolute worst case scenario is I'd put it as a 6 in there and then I'll be 1mm below. But I'd actually rather have it a millimetre above. That way the water will always run off the lens. But yeah, to have it level is the way to do it. So I'll get 2 pieces of wood.
Yeah, just clamp it on.
Here, clamp it down so it will be as flush.
The other side. That's so you can take that little bit off. How are you going to do that without scratching it? With a knife.
It's almost like I'm a council worker.
Yeah.
One person doing the work and 4 watching.
Yep. We want to see the first one in though. This is exciting.
Hack. The hack job. Where did I put sandpaper?
Have a look at this. Quickly, have a look at this.
Bickering away. Oh, look! Dad, it's a cat in a box. Look at this. This is like a full-on box, though. He looks very, very happy with himself. That's funny. This is the new drain shower pan, floor, everything, and the inspector.
Oh. Look, he's already using the shower.
Now he's the first one to use the shower. He's in there licking himself.
I think he approves of it, Dad.
Okay. Show us your gear. This is the MS, what's it called?
It's MS Sealant.
Are you going to smear some of that MS sealant straight on the hatch so you can get a nice uniform black? Like the air bubbles like we had with our windows?
No, because I haven't got a nice smooth edge to do that with. But I should have more than enough glue in here that there won't be air bubbles. Where I was struggling, one, to get the glue out of the gun because we were using that real strong stuff, which was like trying to squeeze out concrete. Whereas this is way more liquid.
So if you do the windows, would you use that concrete stuff again?
Yeah, but I'd use a different process. Like you say, I would be...
You'll put the windows in, tape them up, and then spread it on the window and the mating surface?
Yep.
Think you have enough, Dad?
Yeah, it's just trying to create a certain shape so we don't get too much of the air bubble effect problem. Okay, now I need a couple of sticks and clamps. Okay.
So, Dad, why did you leave a gap around the...
Because I've got to make that as a second glue operation. Because I don't want too much glue in there in one hit. Because if you make it all too much and too thick, it won't actually cure. And because I got my clamps and my sticks in there, I won't be able to pull a constant bead on my final surface finish. And now I've got to clean all that up.
Newly painted seat. Oh, look at that hatch. Starting to look pretty cool. Better than that. Hatch. Let's go show underneath. Inside. Disaster, disaster, disaster. And pretty.
wait till we see how much light comes in.
I think it looks really good. And then I particularly like these. I think these are really nice. So, hatches with lenses in, hurrah. I don't think we've ever had hatches that we could see through before. That used to be the best that we had. Did you make this specially for me, Dad? It feels like it was just for me. $12. It's a kitty litter box. That's what you need to make it into. Nice and deep. Nice and deep, and it will be self-flush.